From the Detroit Free Press, it's Thursday, October 29th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Bush's has over 4,000 Michigan products, including the freshest fruit and vegetables, meat, seafood, and baked goods. Stop by one of Bush's 16 locations for the personal service you expect from your neighborhood grocer.
I'm Dave Boucher with the Detroit Free Press. Voters should know they will be safe and their vote will count this election day, said Governor Gretchen Whitmer and other Michigan leaders during a Wednesday press conference. But Whitmer urged residents heading to the polls on Tuesday to be safe between now and then. COVID-19 remains a real threat to our state. COVID-19 cases continued to rise across Michigan. Although roughly 3 million people are expected to vote absentee this year, more than 2 million people are expected to vote in person on Election Day. Whitmer and other leaders encouraged voters to wear masks and maintain social distancing.
And so I encourage people to be smart, to keep our wits about us, wear the masks. Don't host a big event. Sit and watch your game, have the Zoom call on, crack a beer, enjoy it, but stay safe.
Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson and Attorney General Dana Nessel promised law enforcement and election officials would be ready to stop any voter intimidation efforts this year. A court recently ruled against the state, essentially overturning a directive from Benson that sought to ban people from openly carrying firearms near polling places. The state has appealed. Regardless of the outcome of the lawsuit, the leaders stressed the voting process is secure and accurate. Polls open at 7 a.m. on Tuesday and close at 8 p.m. There's still time to register to vote and to request and cast an absentee ballot. For more information, go to www.michigan.gov/vote.
This is Omar Abdelbaki, reporter for the Detroit Free Press. An imposter nurse once employed by an Ann Arbor healthcare consulting firm was sentenced to 65 months in prison for defrauding employers and evading taxes. Sanja Emery told her employers that she attended New York University and had multiple master's degrees and a PhD, which was untrue. She told employers she was a registered nurse licensed in multiple states, which was also a lie, according to the Department of Justice. With her fabrications, Emery was able to secure high-level healthcare jobs from 2011 to 2018, including a senior vice president position at an Ann Arbor firm where she earned about $285,000 a year. In total, Emery earned about $2.2 million in fraud money and evaded nearly $700,000 in taxes. She used fake Social Security numbers and different names to try to avoid detection. Emery lived in Georgia, New Jersey, New York, and California. She pleaded guilty to mail fraud and tax evasion in February. In addition to prison time, federal judge Linda Parker ordered Emery to serve 3 years of supervised release and pay over $2 million in restitution to employers and about $700,000 to the United States.
I'm Sloan Taranella with the Detroit Free Press. Whether you love TikTok or don't know much about it, it's often carefree but positive videos that help people get viral. 22-year-old Wayne State University alumna Tega Orororo said she never expected to be TikTok famous. One day, she uploaded a TikTok with a simple but effective message. Listen here.
You are a fighter, you are strong, you are smart, and you are wonderfully made. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Keep going. Keep going. You can do it. Continue.
This video got over 3 million views, and Tega's been featured in different publications and even national Canadian TV. Celebrities like Viola Davis, Jennifer Gardner, and Natalie Portman reposted Tega's video on their own social media and said they loved the strong and simple message. Tega said she hopes her content can be a safe space for all people, and she'll continue to spread positivity on her platforms.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and a recap of the trade made by the Detroit Lions. Sensing their chance to make a run at the playoffs, and perhaps even more vital, the dumpster fire that is the Dallas Cowboys, the Lions acquired defensive lineman Everson Griffen for a late-round draft pick on Tuesday in a deal that seemed to take only a couple of hours to come together. Now, he won't suit up for the Lions this week against Indianapolis, but could be ready in time to play against his former team, the Vikings, on November 8th. And since the Lions are familiar with Griffen, who made 4 Pro Bowls in Minnesota, Matt Patricia explained Wednesday how that familiarity plays in the Lions' favor.
Especially when, things come down maybe last minute or pretty quick. And sometimes that's how those situations come up and they occur. But the more familiarity you have with the player, and certainly when you play against someone like that for as long as we have, you are very used to what he is and what he can do and, his skill set and how that would fit with whatever you're doing from that standpoint.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.